Welcome to Wrestlestop. My name is Joe, and this is
Jeff.
Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Yeah, it's 1:30 in the morning here in Detroit, and we are recording this video right after we watched Saturday night's main event. We have a lot of stuff to talk about for that.
Yeah, the show was a little odd. We got a late start. I had some stuff going on, so we didn't start till like close to 11. But then the show just kind of had an odd start that kind of took us both for a loop, and we decided we needed to record tonight. So.
So 1:30 in the morning, we're here for you. Roll the intro, and we'll get right into it. All right, guys. Thanks you for waiting through that mess. As you can see, we don't have the awesome green screen behind me. That's because Wrestlestop 2.0 is coming up. New landscape of Wrestlestop. Remodeling in this office that we're in right now.
Studio, Joe.
We're in a studio. Remodeling it right now. So you're going to see a couple changes over the next video or two until 2.0 comes out. So
we're like the Jeffersons. We're moving on up.
We're
moving a deluxe studio in the sky.
Mm-hmm. Yep, what he said. So pardon the construction, but yeah, we wanted to make this video because Saturday night's main event was an event.
It was definitely an odd one. You know, we starting with the it started out what we thought was going to be a match between Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu. So
yeah, I don't know what happened there. I'm not real sure. I get they didn't want Fatu to lose. They didn't want Cody Rhodes to lose, but it wasn't even a match. It just kind of
Jacob came down.
Yeah.
Cody's music, started. He came down. Jacob attacked Cody outside the ring. They fought for a bit, and they got in the ring with a ref. And the ref chose not to start the match, but to call down security.
Yeah, which was very strange because I've seen multiple matches that have started that way. Multiple. I said multiple.
Yeah, but it's more than multiple. It's not two. It's not three. It's hundreds in our lifetimes.
That both guys come out, and the guy who came out first attacks the guy who came out second a little early, but
sometimes there's a run-in. Sometimes the first guy's just coming down the ramp, and the second guy runs up behind him and attacks. It goes both ways.
But for them to all of a sudden start calling out security and all this mess that first match was, I don't know. It was very confusing to me. Again, I understand they didn't want Cody to lose. They didn't want Fatu to lose. It's probably leading to another match, maybe at Royal Rumble or maybe at Elimination Chamber or something like that, or even WrestleMania for that matter. But
I just don't understand the storytelling, what they were going for.
Yeah,
they were going to do this. Could have been a double DQ, could have been a count out. Why not get in the ring, start the match, have them get outside the ring, the ref count them both out, or the ref just get frustrated and double DQ them? I just don't get why they didn't start the match.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was very confusing. So, if we're going to go to grading matches, I'm giving this an F.
Yeah.
Because it didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. They could have taken this so many different ways. Fatu is super talented. Cody is super talented. But they did this. And then Drew came out and just smashed both of them at the end, which is kind of what I expected to happen.
But again,
in an actual match. Right. And then that would have led to a DQ for whoever he hit first. But it just didn't make any sense. I was very confused by that match.
Yeah, again, same thing. It kind of, I don't want to say it ruined the night because I think it was a rather successful event. But we were staring at each other for the first half hour. And then Cody and Drew just fought each other and throwing garbage cans at each other. Garbage cans at security guards. And
it just didn't make sense. It was very, very strange. It was a very strange match.
Or lack of a match.
Yeah.
So,
which is clearly they're going to lead it to something else. But for this, it just didn't make sense.
Yeah. They'll end up Elimination Chamber. They'll either end up having a three-way match between these guys, or these three will be in the Elimination Chamber with whoever else. But yeah, something's going to happen post-Royal Rumble.
Yeah, we'll probably find out
SmackDown.
SmackDown,
sure. Yeah, but I think all three of those wrestlers are SmackDown wrestlers.
Yeah, some of this just setting up a SmackDown angle.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, that's that. If you guys got thoughts on what happened or what the occurrence was or the reason behind this, let us know. We don't get a whole lot of comments on our videos, but we'd love to hear from you guys. Put it down below, and we'll talk about it on our next video. So
Yep.
So alrighty, that was, like I said, odd start to it. Kind of both left us looking at each other like, what the hell was going on? But next up, we had the tag match, Rhea and Io versus Alexa Bliss and Roxanne Perez for the women's tag team championship.
Yeah, it was an okay match. I felt it wasn't great. It was just okay. I don't even remember who won.
Rhea and Io won.
Okay, Rhea and Io won.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
Yep. No.
Rhea, they did their new tag team finisher where Rhea hit Riptide and Io did the moonsault off the back. And then Rhea was standing over and Raquel came up, tripped Rhea, who fell on the ref and broke the count.
Yep.
And then Raquel started beating up on Ripley, and then Stephanie Verker came down, and they kind of battled, took off through the crowd, and then Rhea hit the Riptide for the pin, for the win. So Rhea and Io won and held on to the championship.
So really this match was just set up to set up Verker and Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, where does the winners of this match...
Well, they had last night on SmackDown, they had the number one contender match for their next so Julia and Kiana James won that one. So yeah, it's really weird because if they've already got the next challenger set up, it kind of takes Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez out. Yeah. So unless, we were talking earlier today, it feels like Judgment Day's breaking up. Finn Balor's not really running anymore. Dom's hurt. JD McDonough's hurt. So maybe this is just the way now, tomorrow night on Raw, that Liv and Roxanne will be upset with Raquel. And it could be just a further breakup of the Judgment Day.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe that's the setup for it. It's just another one of those, at least it was a match, unlike the first one. But what does it lead to? I'm not real sure. A lot of questions.
Yeah. Lots of questions.
So,
speaking of questions, third match of the night, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
That match just came out of nowhere last night. We thought when we did our preview video last Monday, we thought there would be one more video. It seemed one more match announced on SmackDown. We thought 3 was a little short for a 2-hour event.
Yep.
And that wasn't the match I thought they might happen. This match kind of came out of nowhere. And you had some thoughts on, I guess they got some history together. So
yeah, I guess back in, I don't know if it was New Japan or wherever they were way back in the day, they had Shinsuke and AJ had a bunch of matches against each other, a pretty big rivalry, I guess you could say. And I think that with AJ retiring soon, they're going to give him kind of like his retirement tour, like the John Cena retirement tour, except it's going to be a little bit different where AJ is going to wrestle a lot of his past rivals, like Shinsuke. I know there's Tama Tonga. Is that his name? Which one's the good one? The barking one.
Tama Tonga.
Yeah. not the eye patch one, but the other one. Yeah.
So you got to think of Tala Tonga's tall.
Yeah,
Tonga
it's
Low
not
is
him.
low because he sucks.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fair. Tama Tonga, they had a bunch of rivalries coming up, or back in the day, and I think that'll be brought back up. So I think there's going to be a lot of those kind of things coming up for AJ Styles' retirement run.
So maybe instead of throng him into a storyline other than what he's doing with Gunther, he'll have greatest hits.
Exactly. Like a greatest hits run, and then he'll eventually wrestle somebody like Gunther or
I've seen Finn Balor
or something like that for his last match. Yep.
So yeah, that's another thing we discussed was with that odd opening. Did something happen where they decided, did somebody get injured, or was there a reason they decided last minute not to have a match? And maybe they threw something together on SmackDown as a way to fill time, because this match not only did it come out of nowhere, it was a relatively long match.
Yeah, it was very long. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say because I know they didn't want to bury Jacob Fatu. They didn't want to bury Cody Rhodes. And the outside interference stuff and the fact that they fought all over the arena, it doesn't make sense because that all could have been a match.
Yeah, they could have started the match and 5 to 10 minutes in, had it again. Count out double DQ, something happened.
So I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't think that it was someone got hurt.
Yeah.
I just think that was Triple H or whoever designed this match, whoever produced this match, was like, "This is the way we should do it," and that person should be fired.
Throwing it out there, maybe Road Dogg originally wrote this script.
Maybe, and that's why they fired him,
and somebody came in at the last minute and changed all the plans. I don't know. I'm really interested to keep an eye on the internet over the next couple days and see what kind of news leaks out.
Because it wasn't right.
Yeah, something was off.
Yeah, something was off with that.
So, and then final night of the match, we had the Fatal 4-Way. We had Damian Priest, Trick Williams, Randy Orton, and Sami Zayn fighting for the right to go against Drew McIntyre at Royal Rumble.
Yeah, and before the match came on, what did I say, Joe?
He told me before the match came on that he wished he could change his prediction, and he's going to change his prediction off the record. But he saw my ways, he saw my way of thinking, and then agreed that it made sense for Sami Zayn to win tonight.
Yes.
One, him being in Montreal, in his hometown, as a way to hype him up and let him win in his home crowd, only to turn around and let Drew crush him at Royal Rumble to maybe build a future match or something. But Sami Zayn is the ultimate underdog. The crowd gets behind him. Let's let him win at home and let him go wrestle in Riyadh. He's got some Middle Eastern background. We looked it up earlier. He's born in Canada, but he's of Syrian descent. So to let him wrestle in home country, or at least his home region. So
yeah. So when we were making our predictions for our prediction video, I wasn't thinking about Sami Zayn and this Saturday Night's Main Event being in Montreal. I just wasn't thinking about that, so that's my fault. I should have thought about that. And Sami Zayn winning made a lot more sense than Trick Williams being too new. Damian Priest being Damian Priest. And Randy Orton, who I think is going to go after Cody Rhodes eventually. That leaves Sami Zayn. Makes the crowd happy in Montreal. But then when they go over to Saudi Arabia, he gets wiped out by Drew McIntyre, right? That makes more sense. I just wasn't thinking that when I made the prediction. So I did make that that.
Not only did you predict before the event began,
yes,
that
I want to make
Sami
sure
Zayn would win. You said Sami Zayn would pin Damian Priest.
I did.
That Damian Priest would eat the pin. So I'll give you a pat on the back, but the victory is still mine.
It is still yours. I stick by my Trick Williams, Randy Orton prediction from the video, but after I thought about it, after a day or two after we made that video, I was like, you know what, this might be Sami Zayn, and that was your first pick. So
my first pick was for the night was Rhea and
first pick for that match.
Pick, yes, I
had
it all along that Sami Zayn was going to win. I wasn't thinking about Montreal. I was just thinking about he was the perfect foil for Drew to destroy at Royal Rumble. Just again, he plays the perfect underdog card. The crowd gets behind him, and it just made sense for him to lose to Drew more than somebody like Randy. Again, I thought Trick was too young as well, and I just didn't see them putting Damian Priest in that match at all.
So I still lost, but before the match, I did pick Sami Zayn pinning Damian Priest,
he
and
said,
that's what happened.
If we were to redo the picks tonight, I would pick Sami Zayn, and I said,
"Yep."
That's why I picked him first. Because I thought about, I knew back then that Joe was not a big Sami Zayn fan and probably wouldn't pick him. So I was actually leaning toward picking Randy, knowing that Joe would probably then go with Damian Priest, and I would take Sami very happily as the last. But I really thought Sami was going to win, so I took him first because I wanted to be correct.
Yeah, and you were.
Do the Barry Horowitz pat on the back.
Barry Horowitz pat on the back. 8% of our viewers know what that means.
Look them up.
That's where we're looking up.
There were two Barrys back in the 80s and 90s that were jobbers. There was Barry Horowitz. Do you remember the other one? He also did something when they said his name. I'm going to need your help on this one, though. I'll give you his name, but you need to do the symbol because I can't do it.
Okay.
Barry O. Do you remember what Barry O would do when they announced him?
No.
He would make an O above his head with his two arms. He would just do that. Barry O and Barry Horowitz.
Okay. I don't remember Barry O, but I'll do it.
Look him up. I'll send you a picture.
Why does my head look off? There we go. Yeah, I don't remember that one.
I do. The jobbers of the 80s. Iron Mike Sharp, Mike Lombardi, who became the Brooklyn Brawler.
Yeah, I remember Brooklyn Brawler.
I love the jobbers of the 80s.
Anyway.
That's going to be one of our ratings, our videos in the future.
Jobbers?
Top 10 jobbers of all time.
Yeah. Well,
true jobbers.
Yeah.
People that never won a match in their entire lives, like Iron Mike Sharp. I don't think he ever won a wrestling match.
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Anyway, all right, yeah, we're getting off thing.
Okay.
What else we got?
That's about it for
That's
tonight.
it.
We'll
No,
probably
Saturday
meet
night's
back after Monday and discuss a little bit more about SmackDown.
Yeah, this past SmackDown and the upcoming
We'll do
Raw.
a full recap of SmackDown, Saturday's main event, Raw, how they roll into each other, and then we'll make our predictions going into Royal Rumble.
Yeah, so we got SmackDown recap, we got Raw recap, we got Royal Rumble predictions, Royal Rumble recap. After that, there'll be some shorts mixed in there somewhere like that. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's about it.
That's about it. And I look forward to February. We decided for Valentine's Day we're going to rank the top 10 wrestling couples
I thought
of all time.
we were going to do something else for Valentine's Day, Joe.
Well, that's off the record.
We're still going to record it.
It'll be on our other channel.
Yeah, that'll be on our OnlyFans channel. Or no, we don't have
our
that.
wrestling fans.
Wrestling fans. That's what I meant. Wrestling fans channel. New landscape of Wrestlestop's coming soon. Wrestlestop 2.0. Starting to do the work. That's why the stuff behind me. That's why the stuff behind me looks so stupid. There's a big window behind Jeff's head and a big red wall behind mine. You can't even see my hat. It looks like the top of my head's cut off. A lot of cool stuff coming up. What are we at for subs, Jeff?
We're up to 133 subs. We've increased 15 in the past 48 to 72 hours. Somewhere in that time frame was amazing. So please keep liking, sharing. Tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell your neighbors' friends, and your friends' neighbors. Let's keep us growing. Yeah,
we're moving pretty good. All right, now we're on a hot streak right now. I know 133 doesn't sound like a ton, but considering our last video, we're at like 102
we celebrated
or something like that,
Monday.
or 100.
We've gone from 104
and now we're at,
to 133
in
less than a week.
Yeah, so we're moving good. Thank you guys. We appreciate you. A lot of good things coming up in the future. A lot of streaming that we have planned. A lot of just different kind of videos, live reactions, a lot of live stuff, plus all the normal stuff, plus a whole new format.
Landscape.
This isn't going to happen anymore. It's not going to happen. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's it. This isn't going to happen. Back here, it's going to be all different. It's going to
look great.
It's going to, no, you know what?
This guy's got ideas.
It's going to be hot.
It's going to be hot.
The architect.
HOTTOGO.
I'm the architect and
the visionary.
Joe freaking Rollins.
There you go.
And it's going to look good. You guys are going to love it. I'm going to love it. Jeff's going to love it. It's going to change everything. I'm super excited. We've also, maybe we're looking into doing some collaborations with some other wrestling channels.
Collaborate and listen.
Jeff is back with a brand new invention. But yeah, that's it. All right, we've talked to a few other channels about doing some collaborations, but we'll leave it at that. We're waiting for Wrestlestop 2.0 before we even consider that kind of stuff. But some other channels have reached out. We've reached out. Maybe something's going to happen. I don't know. We'll see. Got anything else?
One last thing. One last time. Thank you all. Do me a favor. On the way out, just give us a little Barry Horowitz. Everybody, reach back and pat yourself on the back. Thank you.
This is for you. Thank you. We appreciate you.